Hello, hello, one and all, and welcome back to the United States Cup 2024. Here with our first and only Saturday matchup, I believe. We have Florida versus Pennsylvania, number 3 versus number 12. Florida coming off of a devastating loss last weekend at the hands of the 1 seed, I believe it was NorCal that cooked them off. And Pennsylvania coming off of a big win against Minnesota over the weekend, getting some top scores on some big mechanics picks. And joining me today is Juno. How are we doing?
Hello, everybody. We are here. It is USC, one of my favorite tournaments. We get to see so many different skill sets throughout this tournament. We are going to be getting into a warm-up first. It's very short, so we'll be getting into the match proper very quickly. Let's just run you through. You guys probably know a lot of the players on this team. So let's start off with the number 3 seed, Florida, coming from the winner's bracket, unfortunately losing to Maryland last week. And they have on their team, captained by Almighty Door, with, of course, some well-known players, Digital Hypno. I don't know who that guy is, Digital Hypno. Cappy, TTV UFO, who has been rising in the ranks in tournament stock, S-Dot, and Izumi.
Yeah, S-Dot being on the come up in the 4-digit tournament scene, known for his control and hard rock prowess. And Izumi, a bit of a newcomer to this Florida team, probably speed fill if I had to take a gander, but speed is definitely not an angle that Florida is looking to go into against this Pennsylvania team after what they pulled off last weekend.
Yeah, especially Pennsylvania being the seed 12, so already, I believe, overperforming their seed already. But on this team, you have the captain, Armani, and then you have top US player, Bunny Like Money, very strong mechanics player. You have Danini, Darwin, very strong hidden player. You have Leggings and Blue Chinchampa rounding out that roster. And as you said, definitely more focused towards the mechanics side here with players like Bunny Like Money. They're able to really exploit maybe a few of the players on the side of Florida. So we'll see how this match turns out. That is our first warm-up done and through now. We'll be getting into the roles now, followed by some bands, and then get into the maps.
For sure. And for those curious, that was the Florida warm-up, a little bit of Coconut Mall, returning to the classics, as T1G's mentioned. And this is going to be an interesting one for the band phase. We did see Pennsylvania put up a pretty strong score on the reading last weekend as well, but Florida not having the opportunity to play it, the Free Mod one in particular, that Loe Dumb Surfer, it's going to be interesting to see if they want to combat Florida against their reading roster of Hypno Door.
Yeah. We love it when the warm-up gets sent to a bot.
Oh, brother.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
The Pennsylvania, they enjoy their sheets. It must be a sheets theme song of some sort.
Oh, no.
I don't know why they pinged me to ask. It's up to Rob, but Rob gave the go-ahead, so Pennsylvania will be getting their warm-up now.
All right. Oh, boy. Is there, like, some lore behind this?
It's Pennsylvania Pride Month.
Oh.
I mean, I think I think that was meant to be for last month. The tournament didn't start until July, though, so unfortunately they missed Pride Month, but that remains the diff name.
I see. Yep. Here we go. Hopefully this isn't too long, but we'll let this warm-up play out. Just looking at the way that these two teams have gone through here, or gotten to this point, Pennsylvania actually only winning one round in the early round of 32 and then losing to Virginia, the 5 seed, in the round of 16, but making a strong run through the losers bracket here with wins over Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Now, a much taller task in front of them with Florida in front of them. And of course, Florida just lost to Maryland last week. So they will be hoping to keep going on in this tournament.
Yeah, and we've been seeing a lot of underdog, at least seeding upsets. When it comes to player rosters, some of the wins of last weekend make a bit more sense. New York with Taquito coming off of every tournament imaginable. Pez coming off of winning 4WC in second place in North American tournament. Just an incredibly well-rounded roster that Texas lost to, and Florida is losing out to the Maryland roster with a lot of these newcomers. Batball as well being on that 4WC team. And that was a quick map.
All right.
And Kama as well being a strong, becoming more well-rounded, filling out those hard rock and speed picks as well. And Florida just seems a bit deflated in comparison to previous years. So Pennsylvania could pull off the upset of a lifetime if they can lock in here.
Yep, we are going to be getting into some rolls now, or maybe they already rolled. Armani is picking the order, or pick order, or ban order. I guess they're rolling again? Question mark.
I didn't see any rolls before.
Yeah, me neither. Almighty Door rolls at 40. We'll see what happens. But Armani going to be picking first. That's always a safe option to go with because then you get the last pick before a potential tiebreaker or to go and win the whole match itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always a decent strategy. Almighty Door taking the second ban. I honestly think that that's more powerful because you get more information about the other team than banning first. And Armani could be taking out DT4 right away, so taking out...
That is the low AR mechanics pick. Plenty of finger control to be had there. It is Polka Power by Weird Al Yankovic. In a lot of pools filled with old maps, the oldest thus far, coming out in 2008, taking that out against Florida makes plenty of sense with Door on the roster, known for his old map DT.
Yep. Not surprised by that one. Florida, probably going to be looking for one of the speedier bans. Maybe they're going to be banning Fremont 2, which is actually another tapping focus map, that being the LMT stream map, Magic Valleys of Dark Wolf. Old Corsair's map, but Pennsylvania going on to the second ban. Maybe taking out another one of those old maps. Fremont 4, another very old map. So that could be possibly something going, or maybe looking for another lower AR pick, but it is going to be Hidden 3 actually, so taking away Inkia Impulse.
Yeah, that one being the big alt map of the Hidden pool this week. Hidden 2 being very speed mechanics, Hidden 1 being some old style tech. They're not super old. I mean, you mentioned old, and we have 2009 maps in the pool, but like mid 2010s tech in that Hidden slot, and the DT3 going to be the final ban for the Florida side. That is the 288 BPM aim map, and a pretty popular ban thus far in our first couple matches.
Not surprised by that at all, and not surprised by this first pick at all coming out of Pennsylvania. Yeah, DT2. This is probably the most standard DT consistency map that we've seen in the whole tournament thus far. It's just 241 BPM, 3 minutes, AR 10.3, aim.
Yeah, just a handful of bursts in there. It's not going to be a big speed abuse pick, but with their consistency last weekend getting 2.8 million on the DT1 equivalent, you could expect big things from this roster here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely players like Bunny Like Money, Armani coming in, and as well we'll see a blue. Oh, what's that name?
Blue Chinchompa?
Blue Chinchompa. I'm gonna forget that name the entire match. Oh my goodness. All right. But yeah, this being more of a consistency test than anything, the BPM shouldn't be gating too many players on this. You see Danini coming in on the side of Florida. However, that is a Pennsylvania player actually, so just needs to move over there. And Buddy Like Money also, no surprise, going to be stepping in for this one. We see Hypno and Door. They're probably going to be in for most of the match. And
yeah. So like these players like Hypno aren't going to be really tapping gapped on it. There's a handful of bursts, but they're pretty stacky. Bunny Like Money being in is no surprise, and assuming they're deliberating their rosters now with Danini being in the lobby. Danini was the fill player for Armani when they were doing a gentleman's agreement when Swick was missing. But he will be playing this one actually. He's not going to be filling in. He will be the third man in this Pennsylvania roster. A bit of a surprising turnaround for him.
Yep, and Izumi as well going to be on the side of Florida. A little bit surprised not to see TTV UFO in for a map like this, but I guess more of an aim focus, and TTV likes to go for more of the tapping focus maps. Here we go into DT2. Pennsylvania versus Florida, best of 11. And we are getting into this here.
Yeah, fairly standard opening, pretty obtuse triangles, some wide spacing. All players getting through it just fine. Just a slight back advantage of a handful of 100s, as Hypno actually struggling a bit on the accuracy side, down to 93 versus Blue Chinchompa's 96, but Chinchompa breaking that first combo should slide back to Florida in no time.
Yeah, it is still going to be in favor of Pennsylvania at the beginning here. It is going to slowly go over, but because of those two combos and accuracies on the side of Pennsylvania, we do see a double break there from Hypno and Izumi, so that is going to have the score go very well in favor of Pennsylvania on their first pick here.
Yeah, and I showed my doubts about Danini, but he's also rocking the 99 here after I mean, Mommy Zone from last week may be a bit more of a speed gap, the 263 BPM, but very comfortable on this 240 here is him, as it's a 1v2 situation now. Door holding on to Florida's dreams in this first pick, as Bunny Like Money and Danini hold.
Yeah, Blue Chinchompa also going to be recovering over top of getting a better recovery than one of the combos on the side of Florida right now. And in one of these slower sections now going to be ramping back up into more of these jumps. And Almighty Door actually going to be finding a break, so this is going to skyrocket to the side of Pennsylvania. It's basically over right now. There's over half, or there's basically half of the map left right now, despite these two recoveries. Bunny Like Money and Danini are just going strong on this map. Dominant opening pick. Oh, Danini finds a break on the big cross screen, but so does Izumi, so it's just Pennsylvania running away with this right now.
Yeah, a bit of a showcase. Their first pick, picking into this strong skill set for them is really no surprise, but yeah, with the DT score inflation on nearly 500k in their favor to this point, well and far over, gonna just see how they close it out. All eyes on Bunny Like Money with this FC.
Of course.
What? He just slider broke on a buzz slider, my man.
Okay. I mean, it happens, question mark. Digital Hypno does break the recovery, so there's no way in life that they'll ever come back on this pick. So, and Blue Chinchompa has a 4-digit combo now, so it's going to be strong into the end for Pennsylvania, taking a convincing first pick.
Yeah, Blue Chinchompa on pace to maybe surpass if there's a little bit more combo for top score on that Pennsylvania side, but an incredible team score from them week to week. This one going to probably be closing out around the 2.5 mark and looking very strong on the DT picks. Unfortunately, DT1 being very less standard would be a bit more of a toss-up against Florida, but got their first point on the board, and starts are everything.
And as you mentioned, Blue Chumchamba actually does best Bunny Like Money's score. So, and finding an S rank, just a slider break very early on in the map. Bunny Like showed these. Unfortunate. We go next, and it's on to Florida's pick now. We'll see what they decide to go with here. Probably something more on the not so fast side. Yeah.
For sure. And with the Hidden 3 and Free Mod, was it Free? No, it was DT4. Hidden 3 and DT4 bans coming out of Pennsylvania. If they want to lean into perhaps Pennsylvania's weaknesses here, they would go Free Mod 4, but they are opting to go for Free Mod 1 instead, that one being Aishite, another reading option in this pool, and perhaps one that is more mentally devastating.
Yeah, this is right up Door and Hypno's alley here. Just expect to see Door on the Hidden, and probably Hypno on Nomad, but we'll see these players file out of the lobby just to get their eyes readjusted from the 10.3 down to either probably AR8 or going down to CS 6.5. So we'll see how these players adjust to that.
Yeah, we're seeing Blue Chinchamba and Armani in the lobby. Just already early on, I would imagine. Chinchamba Hidden, Armani Hard Rock, just based off the visuals. But Hypno's in the lobby, likely to rock that Nomad. Interested to see who the Hard Rock player for Florida is going to be for this roster, actually.
Yeah, Blue Chinchamba on Hidden sounds. Or if Darwin comes in, we could see Darwin on the Hidden.
Liking Zensers, there's their Hard Rock.
Yep, that's the Hard Rock. Cappy Hard Rock, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense on the side floor. And is this Buddy Like Money Nomad?
Oh, that is a curious case. This map features very, very mild finger control. Most of it is in that reading. It's very, very awkward aim, very tricky hold sliders. If you aren't used to the lower approach rate, you can't just flow your way through it. You actually have to hold the placements, but it's going to be Blue Chinchamba Hidden leggings easy. Bunny Like Money Hard Rock leggings opting for the easy over the Hard Rock. And
I love when this happens. We rarely get to see easy. So we have two easy players here, both leggings and Door. Nomad's boring.
Yeah, following in the footsteps of Yolks Pie when he did the replay. Got two easies in this lobby, and an early ACK lead on the side of Florida to not too big of a surprise. And Blue Chinchamba finding the first break on the Hidden for Pennsylvania will be keeping that lead on that Florida side.
Yeah, we do see a trade by Digital Hypno, so both Hidden players going to be falling early. Bunny Like Money and Cappy, so there goes both Hard Rock players. It's just these two easy players now. And it's traded again, Bunny Like Money and Cappy, both funny breaks. Still early on, only a quarter of the map in.
Yeah, and we get a pretty accurate grasp of these scores because it is two easies. Leggings actually finding a no lock there and sliding out of it. What a beast. But just in terms of recoveries, Cappy and Digital Hypno have the bigger ones. Blue Chinchamba finding another break before the Senected PI, and still going to be in their lead just by a little bit, just by 20k. But these easies are the real story here.
Yeah, Hypno building the combo up. Cappy also recovering alongside Bunny Like Money. It's just, oh, Cappy does find a break. Oh, okay. These guys are trading, so it's not good. It's only 30,000 in favor of Florida right now. If something happens with either of these easies, something could go really wrong. Digital Hypno, and basically everybody except for the two easy players finds breaks there, so it's kind of reset in a way.
Yeah, but in terms of potential scores here, Bunny Like Money just a little bit behind Digital Hypno as he finds another break, actually kind of evening that out. With Champa 20k behind Cappy, the next closest score on Florida. It's just these easies, man. If either of them break, the other team just wins, really, with how often the other modded players are getting out.
Cappy finds another break, so it is going to keep getting a little bit closer. Blue Champa also finds a break. Oh, there goes Dor! Dor finds a break on the easy. That's going to matter a whole lot. Pennsylvania is going to take a break point here as long as Leggings keeps holding on.
Yeah, and that is huge. Leggings still holding on to the FC. Some slight shake on him as we go through these cross screens, and Dor finding another one, really sealing the deal. No combos on anybody else on the side of Florida. And Pennsylvania, an unlikely first break point here on the Aishite. And that's what I was worried about. Florida didn't play the reading last week, just due to the other team's fear of their reading roster, but Pennsylvania is not afraid to play dirty, and they will be going up 2-0.
Oh, in a turn of events here, we have Pennsylvania, the lower seeded team, taking a break point on Florida's first pick and winning it by quite a large margin here. Amazing FC by Leggings, and going to be giving Pennsylvania the opportunity to go up 3-0 here.
Yeah, and this is this is devastating for Florida. Florida has been on top of the United States Cup for so long, and that must be a shock to the system, losing out on your first pick. That was supposed to be their strongest one, at least in theory, but really coming through is this Pennsylvania roster, and Leggings on that easy with a huge carry.
Yeah, looking at what they could go for now, did see the Fremont 2 banned out by Florida, as well as I believe it was DT3, so maybe going for another quick pick. There's the Hidden 2, although it's just 260 BPM. As well as possibly Fremont 3, which is also on the... And they are actually going for Nomad 5. We're going to get to see Ryoshi no Umi no Lindbergh. This is a fun map.
This was one of those maps as a 5-digit that I just could not stop playing. Just a constant skill grind and a attempt to pass it. It's going to be some 280 BPM alt control, a handful of finger control elements. There's some bursts in there, but a lot of it is focused on your snap, and we're immediately seeing S. enter the lobby. This should be a playground map for a player like him. We'll see how Pennsylvania combats with their roster.
Yep. It will be Izumi as well coming in. On the side of Pennsylvania, don't know exactly who they respond with here. I assume Bunny Like Money going to be coming in for just the... Even though it is quite a bit of control, there is... It is aim, in a way. So, expecting to see Danini, or yeah, Danini's in, and Blue Champa. It's... Well, okay, I'm not going to say it's like DT2, but like, it's fast aim, essentially. Yeah. So, it has some holdover from there, and probably going to be seeing Bunny Like Money in as well. There he is. And
yeah, Izumi getting the swap out for Hypno as well. Our 3 men on each side is set, and this pick makes sense if you look at that DT3 ban. You think, okay, some 290 BPM aim was banned out. Let's strike it. We'll strike where the iron is hot. They don't like that. We do. So this is the next best thing, the next closest thing to that DT3 ban.
Yeah. And this, I don't know what it is about this song, but I just really like this song. It's a great song. Good choice, Matt Poolers. And here we get into it.
And we're already seeing a handful of breaks, 2 versus 1. Danini trades at S. and Almighty Door, but the accuracies on those 2 players and the accuracy on the FC is just so much lower, and they're already down like almost 70k here in this early going.
Yeah, this is one of the shorter maps in the pool, under 2 minutes here, so these early breaks are going to matter a little bit more than if this would have been a longer map. We already see these geometrical patterns, we have these triangle patterns, and players having no problems with those. Another big accuracy drop from S. all the way down 95, and Door does find a break, so that is going to matter a lot more. It is traded by Danini though, so it's not going to, it is going to be a little bit closer actually, although there is a little bit of extra combo on Blue Chinchompa over S. and then Bunny Like Money and Digital Hypno being at the same right now.
Yeah, and Bunny Like Money holding on to near 99 here. Danini breaks again, but Digital Hypno, that's the final FC down. That's only S.'s big recovery against the double FC from Bunny Like Money and Blue Chinchompa, who are really making this map look easy right now. Just on the accuracy front, so much higher than this Florida team, and this one being kind of a side skill set for the Florida team. You'd expect them to maybe put up some close scores, and their score is good. They're going to be closing out at 2 million by the end of it, but what a pull through in a double FC for Pennsylvania? What? That is nuts. What a third man. Like, third man be damned, you just double FC'd.
Yeah, like, oh, and that's a really unfortunate score from Hypno getting the S rank. Only finding the 1 slider break, but Bunny Like Money and Blue Chinchompa. Blue Chinchompa, this guy is 5k?
Okay, dude.
And he's FCing Ryoshi no Umi no Limworm in like these are hard maps, and he's like just pulling out these amazing scores in match.
Yeah, this map doesn't have a full leaderboard of FCs yet, and the leaderboard, or the map got ranked in 2016 and is filled with former top 100 players by the lot. Like, yeah. Those are that's an insane double FC from them.
And Florida gonna be going with Hidden 1 now. Yeah, definitely not a D-ranker. I believe you. Oh, we're gonna be seeing a classic here. I can't believe I'm calling a 2018 map a classic, but this is actually often seen. There's a lower diff of this. I believe it is the lower diff is the extra diff is used to be one of the most popular maps in as a Hidden 1 in qualifiers for 5-digit tournaments, like back in early 2020s.
Yeah, and even for me, I played this map set for the first time in my first ever tournament when I was 120k. So that was in 2020. So definitely a tournament common is this one, and it's going to be some hidden tech, some aim control elements in here, but most of the focus is going to be on these longer sliders, some spaced triples between them.
Yep, we're going to be seeing leggings come in, put up an amazing ZFC earlier, as well as Armani going to be in. Do you see Door, Izumi, and Cappy in for this map? Then I would assume it's okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's going to be Blue Chinchompa on the side of Pennsylvania coming in. As well as Hypno is actually going to come in for Izumi, so it's going to be this big 3 from Florida, hoping to claw their way back into this. They're down 3-0. If Pennsylvania can find another break point here, they could go up 4-0 quick in this match.
Yeah, and We're not going to be seeing Bunny Like Money here. This one isn't particularly a reading pick, but definitely not a map that Bunny Like Money would be comfortable on. A hidden tech map while on mouse, just not his vibe. And Digital Hypno and Door, they put up good scores on the last map. It's not like they were out of it, but a double FC is something to be scared of, and maybe some tech issues as they're asking about an abort.
Yeah. Everybody's still in the lobby, so it might just be a local issue. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when that happens, normally it's like a individual Bancho thing. Leggings would have to restart his game, preferably.
Yeah, we'll see. This might take a little bit longer, but seeing what Pennsylvania's done now with these first couple of picks, like, I could see them going into the no mod pool after this. Like, you have maps like even like Kokuno Sosei is like a little bit sort of a similar skill set with like that older style of aim, but like on the faster side.
That higher BPM snap coming through on. I mean, Vert's Extreme is definitely less based, but similar vibe for sure.
Yeah.
That snap aim control. And similarly for Florida, if they take this one, there is plenty of tech in that Nomad pool. The Nomad 1 and Nomad 2 both being tech maps. Trappola Bewitching being more on the slider end, and Nomad 1 being a bit more of a dream mech tech type of map.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, and then there's also hidden too if Pennsylvania wants to go for that.
For sure. And the Hard Rock pool is pretty untouched. I feel like that could be a uncommon ground between these two teams. Hard Rock 1 being the Giga Precision, and Hard Rock 3 being incredibly standard aim. That should be something Hypno does really well. And but finally have all our players in after that slight disconnect from Leggings. We're all here. Excited to see this hidden one.
Here we go. I think that this is a map that Hypno can carry on. Hypno has always been just one of those consistent tournament players for so long and still performing at very high levels. Going to be taking an early lead here by the accuracy. No drops yet, although
there's two.
I'm great at this. I just say there's no drops yet, and suddenly it's just Armani and Leggings both finding misses there. And still the 3 full combos on the side of Florida.
Yeah, and this one, no surprise seeing Blue Champa being that lone FC for the Pennsylvania side. This is not a skill set that Pennsylvania taps into often. And Hypno, of course, telling me at one point that hidden tech is the skill set that you need to learn the most in tournaments because nobody else can play it. So them picking into this, definitely a targeted attack.
We'll see how much longer Florida can hold on to these big scores. We've already gained a 300 or 250k lead. We do see a break from Door. It's traded by Armani. Blue Champa, the only FC still left, so that is a little bit of hope. If these two combos drop on the side of Florida, Happy and Digital Hypno is still going strong. Armani finding more breaks here, just not looking comfortable at all.
Yeah, and that we're at the halfway point where he's finding these slider breaks now, so his potential score is in the gutter. He'll top out maybe 350k with this accuracy, and that is scary as we get into this harder slider tech control section. Another break from him. Leggings with a little bit of a recovery. Door and Buchin Champa trade. Oh, but everybody's down on Florida and Pennsylvania, so with this 400k difference, I think it might just be over.
Yeah, it was a full screen wipe, so it's just really no combo advantage to anyone right now. It's just Door versus Leggings and Blue Chinchompa, but there's so little combo on the board right now that it's just not going to matter. It's going to be Florida taking their first point. So not out of it at all just yet.
Yeah, and this one not being not being a really high team score for either team, but Florida, of course, their experience paying in dividends, being able to pick into stuff like this with that slight more comfortability than the Pennsylvania team would have. And with DT mechanics being pretty much wiped out, this forces Pennsylvania to play a different kind of game against this Florida team. And they will be getting their first point on the board here after going down 3.
Yep, but the pick is back to Pennsylvania now, so hopefully going to be playing something that they're more comfortable with. After this, I think it's a bit of a hidden 2 angle. They do have the speedier players of it. If they have the speedier players available to them, Blue Chinchompa and Bunny Like Money have looked great on faster maps. Could see possibly. I looked to that Free Mod 3 as well, the Zappy map. Although that's a bit of a wild card map as well.
That one is this hidden 2 has a bit more of a general speed mechanics element, plenty of aim in it. Free Mod 3 is just pure stamina.
Yeah.
That one is both of those options being available to that Pennsylvania side, at least on paper thus far. Hidden 2 as well, not having much of a hidden reading element, being nearly AR10 at the 9.9. And just waiting to see what they go for here.
Yeah. EC1 is also more on the tapping side as well, so
yeah, but that map is so awkward. The CS3 Squirrel Pascals, I feel like, could be something that Florida does a bit better on, just in comparison to the more standard options. But it is going to be Free Mod 3. They're going to be tapping purely into the speed.
All right. This is a classic loved map from 2012. This is the Battle of Lil Slugger by Denny Baranowski. Mapped by the amazing Zappy, of course. Who Zappy, much more well known, from what I know, much more well known for Perth Again. But also has mapped other songs other than Perth Again.
If you can believe it. This one being one of his older dividends to the mapping community, the Battle of Little Slugger. This one isn't particularly long. It's another short pick here, which after Ryushi you would imagine is probably better for this Pennsylvania side overall. We're going to be seeing S-Dot hopping in. A bit of a surprising one actually for the speed, but somebody has to fill it.
Yep, it doesn't matter who you put in, you gotta have 3 players in there. We see Bunny Like Money, Danini, and Blue Chinchompa. Same squad that they had in for the DT2 that they very comfortably won. And we'll see if any of these players on Florida can channel their inner Airyu. And this is also free mods, so we do have to take into account players that are playing mods. Probably be seeing Bunny Like Money on Hard Rock, Blue Chinchompa hidden, as well as Door hidden S-Dot Hard Rock. That is what it is.
Okay, on the Hard Rock that makes a bit more sense to me. I do like that.
What do you mean? They're not playing easy on this map?
When I saw Door in the lobby, that was my first thought. I was terrified. I did not want to see him play easy speed, which he can completely do. But gonna be opting for that hidden option, keeping it comfy, as mods are standard on each side. Just a couple hundreds on S-Dot being the separator thus far.
And also, one thing to note is that when you're playing hidden and no mod, this map is OD7.
Mm-hmm.
So on one hand, you can get some very high accuracies. On the other hand, note lock.
Yeah, note lock on high BPM aims such as this will be scary as we see almost a full screen wipe. Blue Chinchompa, the only one to hold on. As we get into the meat and potatoes of the map, big sliders, and he is shredding this, still holding on to 99.7. You see devastation across the rest of the lobby other than Door, but Door doesn't have the combo Chinchompa has, as we finally see a couple 100s from him at this halfway point.
Yeah, it's going to be about just over 100,000, 110,000 in the lead for Pennsylvania halfway through the map, so there is still time that if Blue Chinchompa were to break, Door Izumi could definitely bring this back. We need to see a few more breaks on the side of Pennsylvania as well. These just small breaks in between. Oh, and there's a big break on both sides. Me, Izumi, and S-Dot all finding breaks. It's just Door now with the combo. So, and Buddy Like Money does break. So can Door do this?
Oh, the spaced pattern, and everybody, well, the two with combo hit it. Everybody that matters hits it. The big jumps, and they break on the same jump. It doesn't matter. 300k in the lead, and Pennsylvania will be closing it 4-1 now. After that early break point and that first pick, that confidence from Pennsylvania really showing true here, as they, wow, just really holding on to this lead, not letting go.
The dominant performance from Blue Chinchompa really coming in here, showing what they're made of. Pennsylvania, it's getting closer and closer. Remember, this is only a best of 11. They only need 2 more map wins to take this whole thing. Florida going to be looking for something else to pick into here. Having one tech, they do have Nomad 1 and Nomad 2 to go into. I would more expect them to go with Nomad 2 rather than Nomad 1. Or
yeah,
Nomad
1 is pretty skill cappy in comparison. And that Nomad 2 option is also short, so maybe if they want to go the consistency route, they do go Nomad 1. But yeah, I don't know. Everything else just feels like such a gamble with how Pennsylvania has been performing in these matches.
Yeah, or if they want to sort of reset the skill set, I don't think they're going to go for something like pure mechanics, like a Hard Rock 3. And I don't think they have a third player for Hard Rock 2.
For Hard Rock 2, it would be... Are you talking about Pennsylvania third player, or...?
No, Florida third player.
Probably S. Cappy Hypno, no?
Oh, right, yeah, I guess that would make sense.
But it is going to be that Nomad 2 option. They will be continuing down the tech route, playing it safe. I do like this for them. Plenty of Nomad consistency on that team. S. going to be staying in the lobby, known for both his control and his tech. Wouldn't be surprised to see Hypno and Cappy round this out.
Yep, that sounds about right. It's going to be Blue Chinchompa. Probably going to be seeing Leggings again. And Armani. So, yep, we'll see.
Yeah, maybe Bunny Like Money plays this one because there will be no hidden downside to this map in comparison.
Rude.
But they as well figuring out their rosters here. Blue Chinchompa, the only one in the lobby for the Pennsylvania side, awaiting a third for Florida, and the other 2 on Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you gotta think it's Hypno, right? He's just quite consistent on tech maps. Although Door steps into the lobby.
Yeah, that is. I mean, either or. Hypno hasn't been very active recently, so I mean, if there's something in this map that's throwing him off constantly, Door has been more active and is quite the all-rounder. So should do plenty fine on a pick like this. And Bunny Like Money does enter the lobby, is able to play this one alongside Danini, Bluch, and Champa. So can this Pennsylvania trio keep up their decisive ways, or will Florida be able to pull through with their second pick? The second point, rather.
Florida only with 1 point on the match so far. They're just looking to make their way back into this. And we're going to be building up another short map under 2 minutes, so we're going to be getting right into it here. Early breaks from Cappy and S-Dot, that's not what you want to see if you're Florida. And even though it is early in the map, it is traded by Danini, so that and Bunny now. So it is just one FC to one on Door and Bluch and Champa. But again, a short map, we're already a quarter of the way through.
Oh, and the pause there going to be wiping out the final combos on the Pennsylvania side. S-Dot with a big recovery, Cappy finding another break, and Door, Bluch, and Choppa trade. Actually, combos back on Pennsylvania side, but only barely a couple 150s for them as this map gets more complex. And already these recovery combos being able to match Danini and overriding what Bluch and Champa and Bunny Like Money have to offer. And they will be keeping this lead now with Cappy's 300. S-Dot's near 250.
Yeah, this is really an accuracy game right here. S-Dot, Almaidor, and Cappy all over 98. Oh, okay, S-Dot just dipped below 98 there, but all three accuracies on the side of Florida are over 2% better any accuracy on the side of Pennsylvania right now. So that's really helping with their score lead right now. Over 200,000. Only a sixth of the map left. It's going to take a complete meltdown from Cappy here for this to come anywhere close to Florida or to Pennsylvania bringing this back right now.
Yeah, and Danini put up a good effort getting 600 combo of his own near the end there, but the spaced triples in this ending really showing that skill cap, and Cappy pulling through here with a 1 miss on Trapola Bewitching, getting the top score in the lobby. And you just see a big comfort difference here. S-Dot beating out Bluch and Champa and Bunny Like Money scores, Almighty Door as well, just beating out anything Pennsylvania has to offer, as well as Cappy's huge 600k. Cappy being one of the best consistency players doing it right now.
Yeah, now Florida, what they need to look for is to find a break point somewhere, because they're starting to win their own points here, but it's Pennsylvania's pick again. And they've been quite decisive on their own picks so far, them just not being close whatsoever. And Florida just needs to pull something out of the hat right now to just try and work.
Yeah, especially
because win something.
Because Pennsylvania is 1 point off from match point, almost a confirmed tiebreaker for them, with that hidden 2 on the table being very similar to the Fremont 3 picked last. Definitely an option for them, and a very clean one if they choose to do so. Armani entering the lobby may be a sign of what's to come. Yeah, Florida just really has to lock in to prevent this from going through, because otherwise this tiebreaker this week being the Furiosa Melodia, that tapping element will definitely favor the Pennsylvania side, I would imagine.
Yeah, you gotta think so. We're going into that hidden 2 now. 260 BPM bursts. So we'll see how these players handle it. Expect a big score on Bluch and Champa here. You gotta think, right? Like, because he's been performing so well.
Yeah, being that big carry on the Fremont 3, we do see S-Dot enter back in the lobby. Not very comfortable on hidden, but with it being Air 10, let's fill out that speed quite fine. Had to tank the Hard Rock last time, could expect a better score from him this time around. As well as our other two, Door and I'm forgetting the final one's name. Izumi? Yes.
Or Is TTV UFO there?
That is a good question. I will do the due diligence of DMing Hypno.
Okay. Because I think this is something that TTV UFO could come in and play.
Yeah, this seems up his alley. We do have the Pennsylvania roster: Armani, Blue, and Bunny. The big Tappy 3.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, it has been confirmed. Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Nearly confirmed. Oh, okay. So, Pennsylvania is not playing without one player, and they have chosen... Like, it's another gentleman's agreement happening right now. Pennsylvania is down a player. That player being, I would imagine, who's the one player who hasn't played yet? Darwin. Darwin isn't there, so gentleman's agreement, UFO isn't playing.
Well, no, UFO is also gone, apparently. From what I've seen in chat.
Yeah, and actually first break coming through for Armani here. Going to be giving a slight lead to the Florida side. This one is going to be slightly longer than that Fremont 3. It's going to be 40 seconds longer and a lot more consistent, more breakcore-esque.
Actually, an early lead on the side of Florida. Although that's probably going to change now with S-Dot and Izumi both breaking. Although Mike... Okay, no, that was a Badger break from Bunny. But Almighty Door, that is a real break from Almighty Door. So this is going to now just fly in favor of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, once again, it's this double FC, Blitz and Champa and Bunny Like Money. Really showing their dominance here in this pool, the skill cap not taking up Pennsylvania so long as these players are here. And Armani, with plenty of recovery, being able to match whatever S-Dot puts on the table thus far. As they have surpassed 900 combo. That break might have been real from Bunny Like Money, though. So now it's Blitz and Champa to hold against Door's recovery, and Door's accuracy is superb.
Yeah, that's some Door accuracy right there. And that's why the score is actually a lot closer than maybe Pennsylvania would like it to be, because despite Blitz and Champa FCing only down at 96% accuracy, so it's 300,000 right now. Just under 300,000, I think. So, and with another break from Bunny Like Money, Armani has recovered, and Izumi and S-Dot are breaking once again. So, yeah. Door accuracy, Door misses. Yeah, Door no longer accuracy.
Florida no longer in this map. Blitz and Champa FCing match point inevitable.
Yo, they're playing the Big Black.
What the... Who put Big Black in my speed map?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank God he didn't FC, I guess. Yeah, Blitz and Champa is a 5K player. He's just doing his thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But now that we know the missing players on each side, Hard Rock seems... maybe a bit safer for Florida, Darwin being the player that's gone, a notable Hard Rock's fill for the Pennsylvania side, notably. UFO being out for the DT picks. Well, I don't think Pennsylvania opts for DT1 anytime soon. So, Hard Rock being an option for them now, Nomad 1 being an option for them, but Pennsylvania, match point. Single miscounts on Chinchampa and Bunny. Very close to closing this one out, and maybe the biggest upset of this weekend.
Quite possibly, they are on match point, as you said. Best of 11. But it is Florida's pick. They have some maps left. I could even see... What is this song?
Jammer.
That's the name of the song. I actually finally looked at the name of the song. That's just... Yeah.
Moja najlepsza porada w byciu śmiesznym i to wynika z 20
I
doświadczenia
honestly
w niczym
think
innym, tylko robieniu świetnych
you
wyborów.
won on tech. You could go for Nomad 1.
Wam się może nie wydawać
You
śmieszne,
could
bo
go for.
poznaliście cały ten
I actually
sekret,
want
ale
to
jeżeli
see
będziecie
Death
to
Piano.
robić
That would
przy
be funny.
przypadkowej osobie, która nie wie o co
Death
chodzi,
Piano
nie
would be
pilnuje ktoś
good
codziennie
if you're looking
to
to
będzie się bardzo głośno śmiać.
perhaps experience Gap, the Pennsylvania side, but a bit
Yeah.
scary against Bunny Like Money, Blue Champa. Perhaps. I mean, usually speed players are pretty good at rhythm, so a bit of a toss-up there. I don't know. I just really like Hard Rock 3 for them. Opt for some standard BPM, pure Hard Rock aim. A more of a consistency pick. It will be Death Piano though. I forgot Door was here. Door probably just 1v2s. That is actually pretty good. And Hypno gonna be entering the lobby. I mean,
Possibly. Yeah, Door kind of. I mean, Door plays this, right?
yes, probably. 99% sure.
Okay, Estelle left the lobby. 80% AC FC. I'm so ready for an 80% AC FC. Yeah, this is Death Piano, very rhythm focused, lots of 1/3, mix between 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, and like some. Oh my gosh, I'm a rhythm person. I should know these.
There is a notable section in the final third where everything gets almost silent. You have to hear notes that are coming at you with the softest piano of all time playing in the background. And
okay. So it's it's quadruplets while it's 6/8. That's what it is. Yes.
Yes. We made it, chat. But Pennsylvania, Armani Doba back in, Bunny Like Money, Blue Champa, their speed roster staying in here, notably speed and rhythm correlating pretty well these days as finger control becomes the meta. And gonna be interested to see, will Florida stay in it or will Pennsylvania close out potentially the biggest upset this weekend in our final outing? And Armani gonna be finding an early break, traded by Door, but significantly less accuracy than Door. As we head into our little alt section, some faster triples there, not catching anybody out. And Bunny Like Money breaking with the huge act drops. We're gonna be Florida up by 60k in this early going.
Blue Champa's gonna combo game this map so hard. RA down at, oh my gosh, RA down 82%, but holding on to the combo. So yeah, Door and Cappy. Okay, Door misses, but it doesn't matter all that much because Cappy's actually going pretty hard on this map right now.
But it seems to be only Cappy. Hypno also finding the break there. The recoveries are pretty even on Bunny Like Money and Armani versus Hypno there. Bunny Like Money finding another slider break. If Cappy ends up breaking on any of the... Oh, Butch and Chopper broke. Never mind. It's no longer a worry.
No. Plus, like, okay, Door's broken a few times. Okay, never mind. There goes a bunch of accuracy on Door. I was about to mention, like...
Still the highest in the lobby.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot take, Door and Cappy will be the only ones over 90% come the end of the map.
Mm-hmm.
After this next, like, just stupidly hard section.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see. It's pretty much all eyes on Cappy here on the lone FC. Pennsylvania's chances are pretty much done here as they're down halfway. And oh my God, what was that overaim? That's so sad.
Actually, Armani also holding on to decent accuracy and holding through that entire section, so
Oh,
not
well,
anymore.
the curse.
Yeah. But Hypno, look at Hypno go. Look at Hypno. Like, he
Look at him! Look at him
he
go!
almost did it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Florida
Yeah.
sure did something there.
Yeah, what a team performance from them. Here we see the 100 gap of a lifetime. 46 100s on Door. The second best be on Florida side being 121 on Dilbo. So what a dominant performance from them. Just not getting the combo he would like to get, but definitely a strong one for Florida. Strong team score coming out of them.
Yep, but back to Pennsylvania's pick. You know what would be really iconic if they closed it out on Koknosose.
Yeah, Coco no Sose is a pick for them.
Other than that, I honestly think like they could maybe go with DT1.
Maybe DT1 might. Well, I mean, it is the AR gap. I don't know if that could be also an option for them. Everything other than No Mod 4 feels a bit gambly. Like even if they were to opt into the reading, the free Mod 4 being available, the reason why they won Aishite was due to a carry performance. They didn't really have the full roster they would like for something like that. So unless Vikings also FCs that one also a bit of a toss up. It will be the DT1 though. You called it on the money.
And will Bunny like money be in? I expect Bunny like money to be in for this and playing this. Yeah, the other thing with Kokono Sose is that like I do expect both Hypno and Door to be very comfortable on that, just knowing that they play lots of older maps. So maybe that's why Pennsylvania is shying away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But Pennsylvania going with probably the last tapping focused pick of the pool that is still available to them.
Yeah, and this one is hard to pin down. So much of this map is just incredibly awkward. The CS3 is awkward, especially coming from a mapper like Swirl Pascals, who is pretty much known for their precision. Kind of playing opposite day on this one. It's going to be AR 10.2, just a little bit under that 10.3 norm. Plenty of tapping control on a mid-range BPM, this one being 205. Just so much awkward stuff happening here that might be able to throw Florida off their game.
Yep, we'll see if Pennsylvania can close this map out, or this match out with this map. It is going to be that roster that they started out the match with: Lucian, Champa, Danini, and Bunny Like Money. DC, Almighty Door, Digital Hypno, and Izumi in on the side of Florida, trying to stay alive. If they can win this map and then win another pick of their own, we will be going to tiebreaker. Here we go.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, accuracy lead will be in favor of Pennsylvania, and the combo lead was in favor of Florida for a moment until that double break from Hypno Izumi. Traded by Danini in the last moment to have a little score flicker and keep Florida in the lead, but that is a big fall apart. Bunny Like Money, the only FC being held on in this incredibly complex DT1.
Yeah, the score lead is still on Florida's side though, because the accuracy on Lucian Champa is not where you would want it to be at this point in the map. All sitting all the way down at 90%. It's finally going to come over because of Bunny Like Money's combo. And Door finding another break. That's not going to bode well for Florida.
The slider break, though, from Bunny Like Money.
That is not what you want to see on the side of Pennsylvania. Lucian Champa and Danini are recovering, but it's okay. Never mind. Okay, yeah, there goes Florida. As long as Lucian Champa and Danini can hold on for like another 30 seconds, they're pretty golden.
How do people play this map? That is insane. I really expect this one to be a bit more toss-uppy, but there we go. Danini Lucian Champa breaking, but might be too little too late as there's no combos on this Florida side. It's a full sweep, and 250k in the lead are them.
And a third of the map left. I would say it's pretty over.
Yeah, they need Bunny Like Money to break now and a massive fall apart from everybody else. And with that Hypno break, that will be sealing it. Pennsylvania, after the early break point on the first Florida pick, really maintaining their dominance throughout the rest of the match, closing this out in a 6-3 fashion, putting Florida at their lowest placement ever, and this will be Pennsylvania's highest placement ever in the United States Cup.
Yeah, welcome to the top 8, Pennsylvania. They will be moving on. The 12th seed in the tournament. Going to be going on to the second round of losers semifinals. And they will be going on to play the winner of Texas and Carolina. That's another scary matchup coming for Pennsylvania.
Yeah, another team that has been historically dominant, even more so with some new players on their roster, but not a great time for them now, as that match will be happening. Wait a minute. Texas Carolina was supposed to happen same. Oh no, it's 21 UTC tomorrow. Okay, cool.
Yes.
No, okay. The sheet made it a bit confusing, but it will be 21 UTC tomorrow, same start time as this matchup for that next one, Texas versus Carolina, and then immediately after at 1 UTC, we will be seeing which team Pennsylvania faces, just a mere 2 hours after, and a pretty scary prospect for that Texas team. It has become well known that Chili Repair won't be playing in that match. They will be down a player for this weekend. So that is scary while being knocked down to the losers bracket this early for that number 2 seed.
Yeah, and Pennsylvania they've done it. They've put in the work and have just been able to take down a household name like a USC household name like Florida here, and Florida they played very well in their own rights. And we like to thank Florida for playing in USC this year, and but unfortunately will be bowing out of the tournament top 12.
Yeah, and it just feels like the cards are lining up for Pennsylvania this weekend, really being able to put in work here in this pool. I would imagine the quarterfinals stat sheet is going to look mighty green for them, but that is our only match of the day today. The potentials ended up falling apart with our losers in the previous match, but that it was a pretty lone single match Saturday. That'll be it for me and Juno here. Thank you, Rob, for the stream. Thank you, Snowy, for the ref. And shoutouts to Pennsylvania pulling through in a big way this weekend.
Have a good rest of your day.